Elaina's Experiments is brought to you by Hillcrest Air Conditioning and Sheet Metal, serving you since 1950.
All right, and now it's time for Elaina's Experiments. Every Monday, we bring in local educators to share some ideas for STEM experiments you can do at home with things that you typically have just laying around the house. We have Delia Navarro with the Sylvan Learning Center of Bakersfield joining us with your young kids. And I love that they were all able to stop by today because there's no school. So how are we keeping them engaged and active at home?
We definitely want to keep the learning going all summer long. And one of the exciting things we have today is a demonstration on how to break apart molecules.
Okay.
May not sound exciting, but it's also known as elephant toothpaste. So we'll get started with elephant toothpaste, and we can talk a little bit about how we can do this at home and also how you can keep this STEM learning going the rest of the summer.
I love it.
Very simple. We're going to break down the molecules with peroxide. You can use the 3% that you have at home. The other big important ingredient is dish soap to capture the oxygen, and yeast.
Yeast.
As a
And
catalyst.
this is just like baker's yeast?
Yes, you can
Okay.
find this directly in the baking aisle if you're going to make pizza dough or baking some bread. That's what that is. Now today I actually have a stronger solution of the peroxide, and this was picked up at a nails or the salon stores.
Okay.
This is a 20 volume, but we poured it in here, and we're going to start by putting some of the dish soap in there. So go ahead and do that for me. A couple squirts in there.
And I love the science part of this. You're watching the reaction. It kind of looks like a lava lamp as it separates a little bit.
You don't want to create bubbles, but you want to stir it a little bit so it can get mixed in there. And then we're going to add some food dye coloring. So go ahead and put those on the side. They're going to put it on the side. So it is elephant toothpaste. So just like in a toothpaste tube, you have the mint on the side or maybe red with cinnamon. They're putting that off to the side. And we're going to watch the decomposition of hydrogen peroxide. It's H2O2.
Okay.
And what's going to happen is we're basically separating it to water and oxygen.
Yes, and I love this. I've never seen it down the bottle like that. I've just added drops, and it makes the whole thing change. So I'm really interested to see the reaction now.
Yes, so we have the peroxide, you have the food dye, you have the dish soap. Now we have some warm water. This was already heated. It's really important that it's warm water, and we're going to get the yeast. So go ahead, and you might need to come over to place that in there really quick, the yeast.
And do you need exact measurements of the yeast?
We're putting 2 packages. Now we do have a full cup of peroxide in here, so if you're doing half of that, put 1 package. It's really important to get the quick rising, the fast rising one, so you can get to the reaction much more quickly, which will look really cool. Now, what does the yeast do? Well, it acts as a catalyst. What is a catalyst?
It speeds things up.
It speeds up the reaction. So we're going to go ahead and stir that. It's a living organism, and it has catalyst in it. So essentially, same thing when we put the peroxide in a wound and it bubbles up.
Yeah.
It's kind of what we're going to get a chance to see here. And then we'll use a little funnel.
Okay.
Get your safety goggles on. It's probably a good idea to have some gloves.
It is. And I like that you have it in a pan to
Yeah.
catch
Oh, yes. Definitely
the
make sure you have a
toothpaste.
pan here that's big enough. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
You want to come over?
3, 2, 1.
Woo! Oh, that's so neat with the colors.
So you can see why it's called elephant toothpaste. It clearly looks like toothpaste, but not quite large enough for our teeth are too small.
Right.
Now, what do you notice? I don't know if you can see it at
little
home, but there's some
steam.
steam coming off. Remember, there's a reaction going on. What do you feel on there? Don't touch it, but what do you feel?
It's heating up.
It's heating up. There's a chemical reaction that's taking place right now, and it's releasing energy through heat.
Just incredible. And we're so sadly out of time, but I adore this. And of course, Sylvan Learning Center is available through the summer months for kids as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. And like I said, just have a maker space at home, get all creative things, and have some scissors and tape and lots of things where kids can make things for fun.
And let them explore.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks
We
for
love
having
this,
us.
our latest Elaina's Experiments. We'll have you back in a month, and we'll be right back with more.